Welcome, all you entertainment holics out there in entertainment land. It is time yet again for another thrilling, exciting installment of, you guessed it, Wicked Entertaining, coming at you live every Friday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. That's 9 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Rock Rage Radio and Rock Rage Live. You can also watch us live on our YouTube channel. Please do not forget to follow, like, subscribe, become a channel subscriber, please, at Get Real Global TV. We're also Get Real Global TV on Twitch and TikTok. And you can check out our Linktree page to see all of our social media and website links. Just type in my name, Jennifer DeVoe Muse, all together. And then you go and check out our radio station, Get Real Global Radio, KGRL, on Spreaker, where our official radio station is. We're also syndicated on iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube, TuneIn, Amazon Music, Audible, Apple Podcasts, SiriusXM, Pandora, plus pretty much everywhere else you can watch or listen to podcasts. We're distributed by those nutty people at Sony Music Entertainment, Sony Music Publishing, The Orchard by Sony, and 50/50 Global Music Incorporated. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Jennifer DeVoe Muse. And I want to say hello to everyone watching or listening to this broadcast around the world. Right now I'd be saying, let's all say hello to the sultry songstress Amy Bowman. But she unfortunately can't be with us, tonight. She's got stuff to do, man, the musician stuff. And the Mac Daddy of Metal, Shyler Staver, is in Wyoming. All right. Well, we've had a blast already in the first couple seconds. But let's bring on our featured guest, none other than guitarist and singer Carlos Arroyo.
Hello, everyone. It's good to be with you.
And thank you for coming on the show. Welcome, as always. If everyone out there remembers, Carlos has been on the show before, and we have played some of his wonderful music that he has played over the years. And we're going to do the same tonight. Imagine that.
Yeah, definitely. It's always a fun time. It's always a fun time.
Yeah, especially. So how have you been, my friend?
Just good. Just been, writing material and then going back and forth to California because, I moved to Tennessee.
I
moved to Tennessee. Right.
Yeah.
And I've been just flying back and forth for shows. I keep getting calls. Hey, can you do this concert? Can you do this show? Can you?
Wow.
And awesome. So doing a lot of them lately, I've been having to turn them down because I just haven't been able to fit them all in my schedule.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah, but it's I just, like I said, I go out there and just have a ball doing whatever they ask me to do. Whichever band. I was playing in 7 bands out there in California.
Wow.
So it was crazy. It seems like every other day somebody's calling, hey, I got a show. I go, oh, okay. I go, let me try to book another show with another one of my bands to at least make it, make double it worthwhile.
Up. Yeah, double up. Yeah.
Yeah, so been doing a lot of that, and you know me, I'm a professional volunteer. So if someone calls me with a cause, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if you're raising money for a good cause, that's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I've been pretty blessed. I've been sober 32 years now, which is crazy.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
Yeah, because my record before was 32 minutes, and not in a row,
Right. Yeah. Right.
and I actually didn't quit. I think I just ran out of beer. What really happened.
You forgot to go back to the store to get more.
Go to the store. They don't open till 6 a.m. Gotta wait. And things, crazy things like that.
Yeah, but that's good though. I mean, because a lot of times if you do that, that can free you up to now actually be more successful, or it could open more doors. There's a lot of things that could lead to.
Oh, especially
a good health.
Yeah, definitely. And I've over the years, and we all have, being in this business, we've all lost friends and band members and things to, to drugs and alcohol, and it's cut some bands down, for for the
Yeah.
potential of what it could have been, and you see that, you see a lot of the big bands, someone passes away and it's like, we just can't keep it going. We just
Yeah,
can't do
yeah.
it. And that's how this industry is, so for me, being sober and like I say, and losing band members,
Mhm.
in quite a few of the bands and stuff,
Um,
and it pays for itself, with the
right.
satisfaction of being able to do these fundraisers, and
Mhm.
concerts and make a difference.
And you stay relevant also, do you know what I mean? Because you're still out there, still doing stuff. Now, do you do like session work?
No, I haven't been doing much session work. I was doing that before, but it's funny you mentioned that. Blue Powder
Yeah,
Monkeys that I was playing in,
right.
we lost our guitar player to a brain aneurysm, a few years
Oh,
back, and we couldn't keep it
goodness.
together, and we were doing
Right.
shows. We were playing with UFO and
Yeah,
with Michael,
UFO's big, man. Ever
yeah,
since the
Michael,
70s and stuff. Holy crap.
yeah, and Michael Schenker Group, LA Gun,
Oh, I love it. Oh, heck yeah, the Michael
yeah,
Slater.
Great White. We were doing some great shows, and every show was sold out. Especially we're getting to play with some of our heroes. That was,
Yeah.
Michael Schenker. We
Yeah,
played
my
with,
God, I know.
and Robin
Oh,
McCauley. Because McCauley was,
yeah.
McCauley Schenker Group, and
Yeah,
and we played,
yes.
yeah,
I
and
remember
then
that. I loved that music. Oh my
yeah.
God.
And then when we played with UFO, Vinnie Moore was the guitar player, and Vinnie Moore is one of my favorite guitar players,
Right.
and stuff. So I've been able to play with some opening for some of the big bands, and then us too. When we were first starting out, and playing in clubs, we had bands opening for us, and
Right.
they were like Poison, Slayer, in my
Oh,
old band.
wow.
So
That's
it's
so crazy. And
yeah,
look
so
where they are now or where they ended up. Like, damn.
exactly. And Great
Oh,
White, we did so
man.
many shows with Great
Oh,
White
great
over the
white.
years.
Hell yeah. Jack. Yeah, Jack.
With Jack, yeah, I just miss him
I
tremendously.
know. That's
But
so
we're doing shows like that, and just having fun. I was on
yeah.
YouTube today, just kind of looking around, just having a little fun,
Yeah.
and I was seeing clips from bands. There's a clip you'll have to check out. It's
Mhm.
a band that I played with. They needed a guitar player. They were
Yeah.
called High Speed Rewind. They were 80s tribute band.
Oh, okay. Got
So
you.
he goes, Carlos, you remember all those songs, don't you? He goes, yeah, give me a couple of minutes to brush up on, just send me a set list. And he goes, okay, well, we're going to shoot the videos and stuff and go in the studio. I go, okay, this sounds like fun, let's do it, and I knew some of the members already. So it's like, oh, this is going to be a blast from the past.
Yeah.
He goes, well, you have to wear your spandex, and wear the long haired 80s wig, and stuff like this. I go like, okay, I'll try them on. And I put on my spandex and I'm like, wow. I told my wife, honey, look, I still fit into it. And she goes, yeah, you do. He goes, no, actually, it just really stretches. Stuff really stretches. But we shot the video. It's look it up, a High Speed Rewind. It's an
Okay.
80s band. And
Okay.
it's a fun video to watch us being on stage, all of us with spandex and
Oh, well, we definitely have to play that. That's blackmail material right there.
well, yeah, I sent it to my old drummer from the 70s when I was touring in the 70s with him. I sent it to him and I told him, look, I still fit in spandex. And he goes, just because you can, don't mean you should.
Very
You
true.
know,
Good
yeah.
point. Good point. Yeah.
But I still have all of that, and I still do concert promotion, and I'm helping out setting up. I was helping with, I did this live concert, and the promoter goes, I need help on my next concert. I go, okay, who's playing? He goes, I got the Temptations. It was a soul concert, Temptations, the Dramatics, and I think the Spinners.
Those
And
are all big.
I go, I'm a giant Temptations fan.
Oh,
I grew
yeah.
up,
Oh, my
I
God.
grew up with, I
Hell
grew up with that kind of music and stuff.
Yeah.
And let the guys know that if they need a backup singer and dancer, I'm there. Just, you got to let me know with plenty of time so I can get my purple crushed velvet suit, out of storage and
Right.
and I told him I know all the songs, Psychedelic Shack, that's where it's at, and all the dance steps, and my girl. See, I know all the stuff.
Talking about my girl. My girl. Yeah, I know. Gotta love that stuff, man.
Oh,
That's the
definitely.
era.
Yeah, that's the era. It's fun, like you were saying. You stay relevant, and you could still do the 60s stuff like that, the 70s stuff,
Yeah.
the 80s. You could do today's
It's
music.
huge. It's huge. What people don't seem to know, like if you go to any of these like bars in some of these smaller towns or small cities or whatever, they got like tribute bands playing, and that's
Yep.
a huge sale.
Big sale.
Especially if they got a little bit of a gimmick to it or a little something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's a huge sell because everybody wants to be reminded of that music from when they were growing up. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
without
if
a
you got
doubt.
a band that's like a tribute to them, and there's like a whole thing, and like, yeah, that band's dead now. Or several of the members are dead now, and then band's no longer around. Well, this gives you an opportunity to still kind of see the music being performed, maybe not by them themselves, but a good tribute band can really bring in a lot of business.
Yeah, for us, it's amazing. When I was in Blue Pot Monkeys, we're opening for UFO. We're opening for all these major
It's
acts.
really big, yeah.
But I made more money with my Jimi Hendrix tribute band, Stone Tree.
Yeah.
People would pay me more money to put on my afro and burn guitars and smash than to playing with opening for like a UFO and
Which is
stuff.
sad, but it's just people want nostalgia. They want to be reminded of when they went to junior high or high school and had their first kiss or whatever, you know what I mean? Like they want to live in that moment again. And if they can go see a tribute to that music, then a lot of people are more apt to want to go out for a fun night like that. Especially if you build a base, like if you build a following and people really like, oh, they're all, you gotta go see them. I want to go see them again. Those guys are great. Then you got something. Look at like Led Zeppelin.
Right.
And any of those like Led Zeppelin tributes, a lot of them have been extremely successful. There's some Rush tributes that are really excellent. There's some Doors tributes. I've seen quite a few tribute bands. I used to manage 3 female-fronted tribute bands. I had Aussie Train. I had what else? I had Jane's Addicted, and I had Black Sabbatha.
Yeah.
All female fronted, and I managed all 3 of them. Great. They were very, very well received. They had, you know what I mean? Some of them couldn't perform as often as others, you know what I mean? Right. But they became, Black Sabbath especially is still playing in LA and has a really big following. A lot of people go just to see them. So they're typically like a headliner kind of thing, but not on that same level as like a Led Zeppelin or something. But sometimes that takes a while and the right connections to start building that momentum. And you got to have that look and that sound, and you know what I mean? It just depends on your gimmick or what you're doing. But I mean, that's a big seller nowadays.
It really is. We did a concert with mentioning Led Zeppelin with a 2-day festival in Long Beach. It was called Beach Stock.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
exactly. And we played there, and my Hendrix band played, and I had my Heart tribute band play.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah, and Led Zeppelin played. Which one's Pink?
Yeah.
Which one's Pink?
Yeah.
They're great. Yeah, they played Peace Frog. The Doors.
Yeah.
The Doors. They played at it. The Who shows. Shows played at it. But it was 2 days of 10 bands a day, 2-day festival. And
dude, that would be my dream festival. I would love to go see that.
It's the same thing. We did a Woodstock festival, a Woodstock '69 festival with my Hendrix headline, and we had the Who shows. They played again with us at that show. There was Janis Joplin, Crosby, Stills and Nash, Santana tributes, and it was just a blast. And those are, and people just because they're not around. Janice isn't here. Jim's not here. Jimmy's not here. We did the show, and it was like 110 degrees. It was just really, really hot, and it was like, I couldn't keep the guitars in tune. But we put on a tremendous show. It was probably, to that date, probably the best show we've ever done. Even though technically it had a lot of problems because of the the heat. And I finished a show and burned and smashed the guitar. And this show for us was kind of a vengeance show for me, because when Hendrix first came and played at Monterey Pop, the Monterey Pop Festival, the Who said, "Look, Jimmy, we're playing ahead of you." And he goes, "No, you're the headliner. You play, and then I play, then you play." He goes, "No, we're the headliner. We're playing now." And Jimmy got really mad, and he stood up on a stool, plugged in a guitar, and Pete Townsend says it was the wailingest, fastest blues he's ever heard. He goes, it was crazy. And Jimmy goes, "Okay, if I have to follow you, I'm pulling all the stops." And of course, that's when he burned the guitar and smashed it, and did the whole thing. So when we were doing the Woodstock Festival, the Who band goes, "Carlos, we need a favor." I go, "What's that?" And he goes, "Can we go on last and we switch spots?" He goes, "We have an agent that's coming down to look at our set and stuff like this." And I go, "Of course." And I told my band, "This is revenge for Jimmy. We're going to get up there and we're going to tear the stage apart." And we smashed instruments, knocked over stuff. It was nothing, because it was 110 degrees. It was like watching an actual Woodstock show. Women were climbing up on stage wearing literally nothing because it was so hot, and they were grabbing us on stage and stuff, naked girls. And I told my road crew, I go, "Look, this is what you need to do. Do not take them off the stage right off let them chase them around the ring a couple of times on the stage. Give everyone a show. Then pick up the girls and take them off stage." And stuff, and I was wearing, for that show, I was wearing a Monterey outfit. The orange puffy thing. I told my wife, I go, "Honey, I'm sorry about what happened today." She goes, "Look, you're wearing an afro, a fake mustache, orange shirt, red flowered pants." Because if women think that's sexy, they can keep you.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
I know, white man with a fro. Come on now.
Yeah, but she but that was our revenge for Jimmy. For all the years later, we did it to the Who. Yeah. I love it. But it was a blast. I used to love doing a lot of those tribute shows, and I had a Heart tribute band, Barracuda.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
And then I played with Heart Brigade, was another tribute band, Heart band. Right. And when they needed a guitarist, they would call me, and I'd come down and I played with them. But we were doing playing BB King's up in Universal.
I remember that. Yeah, nice spot.
And so it's like, we're the only band. So we were doing a 3-hour Heart concert. So it was like, we're going to do the acoustic set. We were going to just
That's amazing.
Do the catalog. And then my singer calls me, Vonnie calls me, and she goes, "Carlos." I go, "Vonnie, what's wrong?" "I lost my voice."
Oh, no.
She goes, "Cancel the show." I go, "I can't cancel it. We're a few hours away from the show and stuff." Damn. So I wound up calling up Julie, a friend of ours who used to play in our band years ago.
Yeah.
I go, "I need a tremendous favor. Can you be at BB King's at 9 tonight to do a 3-hour Heart set?" She goes, "I don't remember all of it." I goes, "Just bring your songbook, and just put it on stage. You'll be fine. You've played every one of these songs, So she goes, "I will be there at 5 to 9. I go, "Okay, I'll have one of the roadies come over, grab you, tune your guitar, you get changed, get up on stage." And so I'm sitting there, sounds checking, and the promoter comes up to me and he goes, "Carlos, I think it's a prank." I go, "What's a prank?" "I got a phone call here from from Heart's management." I go, "Okay, what do they want?" 12 tickets on the second floor so that no one can see. We can see your show, but no one can see them. They want they want to be here and enjoy your show. I go,
"Okay."
He goes, "Do you know if they're in town?" I go, "Yeah, they're actually in the Mark and Brian Amphitheater tomorrow morning doing a show." And he goes, I go, call him back. Tell him, yeah, well, I'll have 2 tables reserved for him. And I didn't think anything of it. And then about 8:45, you know, I'm on stage tuning up and stuff. And he comes in, he goes, Hart's here. I go, Hart who? The band, their management. They're all here. I go, did you give them the tables, get them all set up and stuff? He goes, yeah. I go, please do not tell Julie because she's going to freak. So she walks in the door. Pressure. Oh, yeah. She walks in the door and our roadie goes up and grabs her guitar, takes her in. And then all of a sudden I hear this screaming and crying. And I'm going, oh, no, he told her. And she's in tears. She goes, I'm not going on. I go, just, you know the band. We're fine. We'll just do our usual rock and roll show. We'll do the acoustic set in the middle. Then we'll come back and finish it off, you know. And we went up and we did our set. And then we finished our first set. And the promoter goes, hey, go up there and have some fun with Hart. Take a break. So it's like, oh, cool. So we got to sit with them for about an hour. We took an hour break. Then we came back and did the acoustic set, and then we did the rock and roll set. But it was just, and Mikey Nez, remember from Alice in Chains, was playing bass for her that night.
Oh my God!
You know, and we just had just a blast. And when we're sitting with them, we're sitting and talking, and their drummer Ben comes up and he goes, "Carlos, you've been in bands for a long time." I go, yeah. He goes, when you were on the road, did you have trouble sleeping? I go, a little bit. He goes, me, I don't know if it's the coke, the alcohol, or the women, but I'm just not getting a lot of sleep. So I told him, you know what? Do a little less coke, drink a little less, and cut down on the women a little, and you'll probably get some sleep. And he goes to Ann. He goes, I told you he would know how to do this. And I'm like, oh, and then he goes, can we get some hookers? And I'm laughing like crazy, like this. And Ann goes, you boys have fun tonight, okay? Just keep me out of it. Keep me out of it.
Wait, was Ann and Nancy there?
Ann was there. Nancy wasn't because her son was at daycare. He was 2 at daycare and was playing on the swings and fell and broke his arm. So she was at emergency with the kid. But the rest of the band was all there. The management. Oh
my God!
Ann was amazing. And she goes, look, we're here next weekend. We're at the Greek. He goes, so we came and partied with you. You come and party with us. He goes,
my God.
So I'll need 12 tickets for you at the door. So for the band and wives and girlfriends. And I will send you 12 copies of our new CD, which is Jupiter's Darling. I think was the CD. He goes, I'll send those over to you. So you'll overnight them. So you'll have them and hear the songs and then just meet us at the show. And
what year was this?
Well, it was when Jupiter's Darling. So what was that, like 2014? Probably.
Somewhere in there. Yeah,
somewhere in that era. Right in that era. And then Ann and I have remained friends ever since.
You had a 2-year-old at that time?
Yeah, Nancy did. You know.
Insane. She had a 2-year-old. Like, how old was she at that point?
Twins. She had twins.
Oh my God, that woman is insane.
That's Nancy. I love Nancy. But Ann and I, you know, we've stayed friends. Every time she has a solo project coming out or a new T-shirt, you know, or something, I get something in the mail from her. So it's always nice. During COVID, she sent me an Ann Wilson mask for COVID. Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be so awesome.
Yeah, I've been like I said, I've been pretty blessed. Yeah, I've been pretty blessed through my life, being able to play with my idols and meet my idol. You know,
incredible.
I had a show where
art. Oh my God.
I had a show one time when I played and a Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute band opened for us.
Okay, nice.
I had never heard of them before, and also a Robin Trower tribute band opened. They were playing also on the bill, and there was 2 stages because band set up, one's playing.
Yeah, so right.
The Stevie band just finished playing. I go, wow, what a set! So I went up to the guitar player, Steve, and I go, hey, leave your amp on stage, put it a little left. I'm going to bring you up. during the encore because Stevie knew a lot of Hendrix songs,
Right.
and he goes, "Oh, that'll be great." And then the Robin Trower band played, and he was great. What a great band! So I went to the guitar player. I go, "Brian, you guys were great. Grab your amp and put it on the right side of my stage."
Okay.
And he goes, "I'm going to bring you up also with me." And we turned this was supposed to be a 90-minute set. And we were supposed to end at midnight. It's now 2:30 in the morning. The place is closed. Nobody would leave. Nobody would leave. And finally, the owner and the promoter goes, "You guys got to go home. Guys, we can't sell alcohol. If the police got here, we're in trouble. No, you guys got to go home."
Get turned into an after-hours club. I mean, come on.
It was nuts. It was just crazy. And then
Awesome.
we did a lot of shows together with the Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute band. Lots of shows. So he calls me one time. He goes, "I need a favor. It's my birthday coming up." I go, "Great. What's up? Can you bring a guitar?" He goes, "I'm doing a show." He goes, "And I have an incredible lineup of guest musicians." Mm-hmm. He goes, "I got the keyboard player from Joe Walsh. I've got the keyboard player from Plant and Page, from Jimmy Page playing." He goes, "I got KK Martin playing." He goes, "I've got all these all-star musicians." He goes, "You have to come down and play." I go, "I will be there." So I get there early. Yeah, I get there, and he goes, "Well, I have good news and bad news." I go, What's the bad news?" He goes, "Everyone here, even Plant Page, all these guys, Joe Walt, they've all seen you play, and no one wants to follow you. So you're gonna have to." He goes, "You're gonna have to play last because no one says they're playing after you." I take that as a giant compliment.
Very much so.
Yeah, and he goes, "But the good news is you are going to play, So I'm watching, and this one was another one of those. It was supposed to be 3 hours, and it turned into 6.5 hours of jamming.
Oh my Lord! Okay.
Because after the keyboard player from Plant Page, he did his set with the band, and he came up to me. He goes, "Look, I know you're last. Can I do a song with you? I'd love to do a song with you." I go, "Oh, of course you can come up and do a song." And then the keyboard player from Joe Walsh was playing, and then he came up afterwards. He goes, "Can I do a song with you when you come up?" I go, I'd be honored. And it turned into this thing of I was supposed to play 2 songs only, and it wound up 3.5 hours playing, and musicians just coming up and jamming, and everybody wanted to play. And we started Voodoo Child. KK Martin, who's one of my favorite blues artists, KK Martin. Yeah. He's there because he had played already, and he looks up and he points to me, and he points to the guitar on stage, and he goes, "Can I get up with you while you're playing?" I go, come up, hurry up. And he came up, and we did a 35-minute version of Voodoo Child. Everyone took turns soloing.
That's
and it
incredible.
It was nuts, And then the big compliment with that was one of the members that came up played with Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, wow.
And after the show,
actually played with Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, and I sat and talked with him afterwards. He goes, "I played with Jimmy." He goes, "You did things today that Jimmy never did." He goes, "That was." He goes, "I'm speechless. It was just an amazing show." So it was like, yeah, and you live for those kind of moments when you get up on a stage and it's impromptu, a lot of times that way, and you finish the set and you leave that place, your hands hurt, your body hurts, and you just go, "Man, I'm not going to sleep tonight because I'm still on this musical high." When we did the Woodstock, when we did that Woodstock festival, and I burned and smashed the guitar and did all that, and I'm backstage, and this gentleman who's older than I was, he comes up to me, he goes, "Hey, that was the second best performance I've ever seen in my life." He goes, "And I've seen Janis, I've seen Jim Morrison, I've seen Hendrix 5 times, seen Clapton." And I go, "Second?" I go, "Who was first?" He goes, "Eric Clapton with Cream at the Fillmore." He goes, Eric was on fire. He was on fire. He goes, "And what was second?" He goes, "Your performance tonight was second." I go, "Where's Jimmy?" He was third. He goes, "Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh favorite shows." And man, like I say, even though
that's insane.
Yeah, even though it was technically, like I say, couldn't keep guitars in tune because it was 110, 115 degrees.
Well, that's
but the show. the show was the show, you know, and
Yeah.
like I said, destroying the stage before the Who came on was sweet revenge, but it was, you know, you get moments like that and you just think, wow, you know, I just can't wait to hopefully this again happens, you know, that kind of an inspirational, you know, leave it all on the stage performance.
Right.
You know, it's and it is. And like I say, I've been blessed with that. I had a kid, you know, he's an adult now, but I go on Facebook and I go look at the birthdays and I wish, hey, Jack, happy birthday. You know, all the birthdays we do.
Yeah.
And I get a text back.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, Carlos, you're not going to remember me. He goes, I saw you play when I was 6 years old, 40 years ago. 40 years ago. He goes, because in the 70s and in the 80s, a lot of our bands, you know, Great White, everybody, we don't play backyard parties, Van Halen.
Oh, right. That was big. That was really big. Metallica, all that. And they all played those garage garage parties and backyard parties and all that. Especially in Cali, that's like how you get your name initially, is like playing all those like sub little shows here and there, like in off little small spaces. And then all of a sudden now you're playing bigger.
And so this kid goes up to me, he goes, I saw you play. He goes, I was 6 years old. You know, and he goes, and I sat there and watched you play, and I decided that day I was going to grow up and be a musician, because I've been a musician now for since I was 6 years old.
Wow.
And he goes, I play shows, I record, and he goes, and I have followed you since I was 6 years old.
You inspired the next generation of musicians. See, that's a big thing right there.
Yeah. It's like maybe we didn't get it all right, but man, we did get some things right, you know, in our lives and careers, you know, making a difference in someone's life that you didn't even know you touched.
Yeah.
That's like I said, that made my day. I had tears. Yeah. That made my day.
I bet.
I
bet that's a real honor right there.
Yeah, and this was this is probably late 70s, early 80s. Like I say, when we were trying to, like I say, the Metallicas, the Van Halens, everybody, we were all playing backyard parties to get a following so that we can go play the Gazaris and the Troubadour.
Somebody will actually go and pay to see you, you know?
Exactly.
Or get their friends to go and like, hey, come on, let's all go down here, you know?
Oh yeah. It was just crazy like that. And then when I played Gazaris the first time. You know, it was Gazaris was a battle of the bands. You had to play on a Sunday battle of the bands.
Okay.
Okay. They usually had like 8 bands, you know, to play. And if you win the battle of the bands, you get a Tuesday night.
Oh, okay.
You get to play on a Tuesday. And if you build up to a Wednesday night, to a Thursday night, till you get a weekend show.
Oh, that's what you really want, a Friday, Saturday, you know?
Well, to build it up.
Sunday is, you know,
Yeah. So I did the Battle of the Bands, and they booked 12 bands instead of 8. So we only got to do half a set, and we didn't get to do our good material. We didn't get to do our good material, really our best material. So he goes, thank you very much. And I was like, I walked off the stage, grabbed my guitar, put it in the car, and drove home. I was so depressed.
Rude much? I would be too. Damn.
And I went home, and the next morning I get a call from Bill Gazzari. He goes, hey, Carlos, you guys really, he talked with that whiskey kind of voice. And he goes, you guys really rocked last night. I goes, oh, I didn't think you liked this. We only got to do 5 songs. He goes, oh, I heard 5 songs. I heard everything I needed to hear, you know, and stuff. I'm sorry that we booked so many bands. He goes, so do you want to play here? I go, well, yeah, you got a Tuesday night for us? He goes, no, the way you guys played. And he goes, you'd like to open for Accept on Saturday?
Accept? Oh my God.
He goes, yeah, they're playing here in 2 weeks.
Balls to the wall. Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. I go, I want to do that. You know, and when we're playing, and we just poured it on, just had a great show. We came out for 3 encores as an opening act.
That's incredible.
Incredible. And then Accept came on, and
Wow.
before they even started, goes, before we start, can we hear it? 3 encores for an opening act. Is that? He goes, that has
Wow.
never ever happened to us.
That's
You know,
insanity.
they played their set and they got 1 encore, and we're like, yes. And then after that, Bill wouldn't let us play anywhere else. So next Saturday, right? I go, sure, Bill. I go, well, we want to play this club. We want to do this. And he goes, you want extra money, right? Okay, I'll give you extra money. Can you please play? And we played there literally every Saturday for 2 years.
Wow.
It was insane. He just, we got to play, and we'd go early because my road crew was amazing, and we'd get there early. They can't open till 6 because of insurance.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But I get there at noon and knock on the door, and because I see Bill's light blue, powder blue Cadillac, because he was the godfather of rock and roll with his light blue suit and hat, and he'd open the door, and we had in my van, I had a refrigerator with food and
Wow.
all the stuff for my crew, and I'd be able to go in there, and him and I would sit there from noon till 6 drinking and watching videos of Jimi Hendrix playing there before and Mick Jagger walking in. And so he had some vintage great stuff,
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, and in those days, the Guitarist only had a contract with Coors beer.
Okay.
So that's all he sold there. I drank Heineken. Those were my Hendrix. I drank my Heineken,
Right.
and he loved his Molson Canadian beer.
Oh,
Molson.
yeah.
So he had the big cooler on the side, and I'd have 2 to 3 cases of Heineken in there, and he'd have 2 or 3 cases of Molson beer, and we'd be drinking those, while everyone else was drinking the Coors, and we'd watch these shows, and it's like, say, he just kept giving us more money. He goes, no, you've got to, you stay here.
No, you play here. Yeah, here's some more money.
And then one time he calls and he goes, I need a big favor. I go, what's that? He goes, I know you're supposed to play at 10 o'clock. I go, okay, can you switch and play at midnight? I go, sure. Why? He goes, well, Alex Van Halen's getting married today, and I'm at the wedding. He goes, okay. So you want to wait so you can hear us? He goes, no, I'm bringing Eddie and David with me. They want to play with you guys tonight. I'm like, yeah, no problems. I'll talk with the bands and the stage crew and stuff, and we'll get everything rearranged. Well, it's now 2:30 in the morning, almost 3:30 in the morning. I'm still at the club drinking. Everyone's gone, and they walk in. They walk in just obliterated. And he couldn't even play the guitar, and David walked in and passed out. I go, it's time to play, but
all that, and they didn't even play with you. Wow.
I didn't get to play with them, but
still.
Yeah,
I mean, come on. It's Eddie Van Halen and David Lee Roth. I mean, come on. You're like, they were obliterated.
I go, I'll stay here till dawn waiting to play with. But with me, I'll play with anybody, anytime. You name a time and a place.
Yeah,
I'll bring the guitar. Let's create memories. Let's have some fun.
Well, hell yeah, but that's what it should be all about. Yeah. So many people are like, oh, it's about the money. It's about the money. No, if you're a true artist and you truly love what you do, it's not as much about the money as it is about the experiences.
And it's true. Totally true.
It's wonderful. Yes, you want to make money and to sustain your life and be able to pay your bills and do everything like that. A lot of that, you're gonna have to be a session musician. I'm sorry. Not all musicians actually make money from what they do. A lot of us have day jobs.
I did for years.
I mean, I'm in the process right now of getting my 2 tribute bands going out here in Maine. So we're gonna have one's called Beelzebub's Bitch.
I go see it just for the name. I don't care what they're doing.
Where we come out, I come out dressed as Satan, and then all the members of my band are demons in my army, in my band,
I like it.
And they're like my minions, my demons, and then we all come out they dress kind of like that, and then we come out and we sing also, you know, so like Highway to Hell, Hell's Bells, Running with the Devil, you know, that theme.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
It's all that kind of stuff. So it's like nothing anyone's seen before, because we're doing many different bands, not just one band, but it's themed.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the catch. That's the gimmick. It's a theme. And then I have Granny's Got a Gun. And we all come out dressed as old people with walkers and canes, and we're all like, trying to get to the front of the thing, Sonny. And then also we get to the front, and then we throw our canes and our walkers away, and we start jamming out and playing, like, you know, Janie's Got a Gun, and my favorite will be Love Gun, because most people don't realize that's about his penis.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm gonna have fun with that one. I might wear a cod piece. I'm not sure yet. That's gonna be hilarious. That one I'm gonna go whole hog on that stupidity. And then that's all like that. And then we're gonna have super soakers filled with alcohol that we're gonna shoot into the crowd.
There you go.
We'll have like Nerf rockets, Nerf guns, Nerf, like, you know, poof 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 poof, shooting them at the crowd. You know, I'm gonna have my little minions and other people like shooting stuff.
It's all about but you know, it's about the experience and having fun.
Exactly. I can't wait, because I was supposed to start this project maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago in LA, but COVID happened.
Right.
I had a whole band lined up. I had 3 members. I'm the singer. I had 3 members ready to go, and then COVID happened. And then I was doing, because I'm a concert promoter and booking agent, so I was throwing my own concerts and music festivals in LA. I went from one venue in October of 2018 to fast forward into November of 19, and by that point, I was working with 12 venues. So in just a hair over a year, I achieved 12 venues and like catapulted ourselves. A lot of our shows were tribute bands.
Yeah.
Not just ones I managed, but just in general. We had, that was some of my most big shows that a lot of people went to, was the tribute shows.
Yeah. It's like you had mentioned, the Led Zeppelin, you know, which ones, these guys. I have a friend, Wanda Ortiz. She plays in the Iron Maidens, the all-female tribute.
Yes, I love them. They play out in LA all the time, especially at the Whiskey.
Yeah, they just played here in Nashville Friday night, but my wife got really sick with the flu, so I couldn't go to the. I didn't so I didn't get to go to the show. But Wanda and I go back. We were playing kind of in a punk type band in the early 90s, Rotten Rod and the Warheads.
Oh, nice.
And it's funny because she's a doll. Her and I and the drummer Linda, we've been friends for a million years.
Oh, that's awesome. You know what? We need to play some music.
Yeah, there you go.
What do we want to play? Let's see. So I have Blue Powder Monkeys queued up. I mean, I don't know if that's start with.
And you know, it's funny with that too. Is Tony, the singer? Yeah. He's kind of putting it back together. He's in the studio recording a new album. Yeah. He's doing a new album, Blue Powder Monkeys. So he sent me 2 tracks day before yesterday. And he goes, "Oh, wow." And he goes, "So what do you think? What's it need? You know, what like this?" And I always, because that's what I did when I joined his band, was because they needed a guitarist who can sing and can help kind of produce it and help add the things that they were missing. You know, and stuff. So he got a hold of me a couple of days ago. We were texting back and forth and just laughing, telling old stories. And I remember I heard his band. I was at a showcase, and one of the songs that came over the PA in between the bands there was one of his songs. I go, wow, I like that. Missing, you know, I like that band. So I go to my manager, Bill, Wild Bill, and I asked him, "Who is this?" He goes, "Oh, it's the Blue Powder Monkeys." I go, "I never heard of them." He goes, "That's their singer right there." I goes, "Oh," he goes, "You want an introduction?" I go, "Let's go." We start talking, and he goes, "Yeah, Bill says that you help with music and stuff like this." He goes, "Can he goes, "Can you listen to these songs and then come join me in the rehearsal studio with the band?" I go, "Yeah, I'll come." So I come over, and and I tell him, "Look," he introduced me. "This is Carlos. He sings, he plays guitar, but he's really good at helping arrange music." And like this, and their guitar player, Randy, goes, "We don't need any help. These songs are finished and they're good the way they are." And I just go, "Well, just keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. This is what I do." Okay. Right. And I gave the bass player a couple of harmony parts and my harmony parts. And then we did the first song. I added guitar harmonies to his solo. And it really was fun. It turned out great, the first song. And he goes, "Now that's the way it should have been done the first time." I goes, "Can you join the band?" I go, "Well, sure. I'll join the band." And then we wound up, like say, opening for UFO and Michael Schenker group, and now he's doing another new album. So he sent me a couple of songs. I said, "Here's what you need to make it sound like Blue Powder Monkeys. Instead of this, do this in the background and stuff." And he's got four more songs he has to do. So I go, "Well, send them to me acoustically. You sing in acoustic, and I can add the backing harmonies for you." Right. And arrange them and send them to you. Then you can get in the studio with your band, with the guys, and finish it up. Because he writes great music. He's a great writer, great singer, great writer.
In case you're just tuning in to the show, this is Wicked Entertaining, by the way. Your hostess with Moses, Jennifer DeVoe Muse, with our amazing guest right now, our featured guest, Carlos Arroyo, guitarist and singer, and don't forget to drop a like on the video and also subscribe to our channel, Get Real Global TV. We appreciate you. And, of course, we always want to increase our, numbers. Because we need to get the word out about amazing artists like Carlos. All right, so let's play some music. I always forget to do that stuff during the video. Like, the plugging shit. So I got to remember to do that stuff.
That's because we're old school. We're old school, this is all new.
I'm massively old school. I remember just doing, because I used to be on just FM radio. You couldn't see me. I did FM for like 5 years. I was just audio. You never saw me at all. So this is all I've been doing video since like 20, I want to say 2018.
Right.
Yeah. And then I went online radio in 2017, which is, I think, a better fit for me because I can swear on online radio.
There you go.
Which video are we playing? Mind you,
which one you got there?
Let's see. I see the one that's M15 12 112 Blue Powder Monkeys, My Shadow Self.
Oh yeah, that's when we opened for UFO and we did one of our songs.
Yeah, I got that one, and there's also another UFO video. It's like I Wish You Well. That's another.
I Wish You Well. Yeah, that's another song that Tony had written. That's another fun song. But I think the first one, the first one is the one I just watched.
You want to play the first one?
Yeah, play that one.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm very excited for that. All right, here. Carlos Arroyo. Ooh, all right. That was good. I
Yes,
like that.
yeah, yeah. That my shadow
yeah.
self's about Dexter. You know, so yeah, Tony, like I say, Tony
Yes.
writes some great
Love that.
lyrics. Yeah, write some great
My
lyrics in there, and
my dark passenger. It's my
yeah,
dark passenger. Hell
ex-
yeah. My
yeah, we
shadow
got submitted
self.
for 2 Grammys.
I love it.
Yeah, we got submitted for 2 Grammys for that album.
It's
So
incredible.
yeah,
Wow.
which was great. I mean, it's I just look at it, man. It's just another exciting thing that's happened because of music.
Damn
You know,
right. You gotta,
got to
you
go
gotta
to the
keep
Grammy.
going.
Yeah, get to go to the
Yeah.
Grammys and hang out. It
That's
was just
awesome.
it was a
I
lot of
would love
fun.
that. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, where are we playing next? You
Um,
want to play something else?
yeah. If you want to do there's a short little 31-second video of Skulltone live. It's the ending of one of our songs, and it's just me doing the guitar solo. It's just short little 31-second. It's Skulltone live, or you can go to Carlos Arroyo from Stone Free plays, and then Star Spangled Banner. You could do that with my Hendrix and see me in my Hendrix my Hendrix attire. Or you and you got High
Okay,
Speed Rewind also.
all right, what's the page again? You said Carlos.
Carlos
What
Arroyo
is it again?
from Stone Free. There should be a couple of them there from Stone Free.
Stone Free, all one word.
I think it's 2 words the way it was.
Carlos Roy from Stone Free. There's that one.
Yeah, there should be
Which one
Star
is it?
Spangled Banner, and the other one's playing Fire.
There's a few
But the Star
here.
Spangled Banner one's fun.
Yeah. Is that the one with just the regular ones from Stone Free? I see the free plays and the third Stone from the Sun, and then
Right, yeah. Do the Star Spangled Banner one. Is fun, and that was a show.
The first one, right?
Right, and that was a show. It wound up the band that was going to play before us, a friend of mine, Dex, and he goes, "Hey, Carlos, just let you know, I've got an all-star band playing with me." I go, "Really?" He goes, "I got members of Chicago and Toto and White Snake playing in my all-star band."
Wow.
I go, "Oh, that'll be fun to watch." He goes, "Oh, but you're going to follow us. Our Hendrix band is going to have to follow that show." And I'm like, "Oh, that's son of a gun." He goes, "So I found out about it, so I called some of my friends, and I got Rick Fox, played with Steeler and Wasp, and
I know Rick Fox. He's been on this show. Yeah,
Rick's great. I love the guy, And I got Lori Morvan, who's a 2-time Grammy blues artist, and then Carl Magic played with us from the Anonymous Band. I had Paul Anthony from Animal House.
wow.
We had Steve Fontaine, who played with Uriah Heep and with Survivor.
Wow.
He was their lead singer. So I got I got my own all-star band to play.
Survivor. Okay, yeah, I know.
No. So from the band, and it's funny because I played with him on a show. I did a show with him. He just had gotten sober after all these years. And he goes, "Man, I haven't been in a stage in so long." I go, "Look, I'm doing this show. Come play with me." He goes, "You're kidding?" I go, "No, come play. It's a sold-out concert. There's thousands and thousands of people. Come up and do some Hendrix with us."
Yeah.
And he did that, but I invited him to play Lifelines at the Crossing. I play them all the time, the sober the birthday night.
Right.
And we're doing The Eye of the Tiger, from Survivor.
Yeah.
And he finishes the second verse and he walks up to me like this, and he goes, "I can't remember the third verse. Do a guitar solo." So I go, "Okay, so I'm doing a guitar solo." Then he walks back up to me and goes, "I remember now."
That's just wrong.
And then he finished the song. But after we did that show with my all-star Hendrix band, the next year when we were doing the show, they goes, "Well, we just want to say it was a great show you did last year, and you're playing last because no one's going to follow what you guys did last year." He goes, it was embarrassing for all the other bands and stuff. So it makes and it makes it fun, It's musicians love it. Yeah. So and like I said, you get that feeling. It's like, man, I got it right that night. I got it right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You've had some of the best experiences that I could only hope to ever have in life. I mean, I've had my own, but still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're going to play a little Star Spangled Banner because who doesn't love some Jimi Hendrix Star Spangled Banner? I mean,
That was fun.
Hell to the yeah. Woo, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Party. Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, thank
Dude,
you.
is it sad that 6 minutes went by like
Yeah.
when you're grooving it, when you like listening to the music and enjoying and stuff, you know what I mean? Like just 6 minutes feels like 6 seconds. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah,
What
is it
just
over?
happened?
Yeah, is it
And
over
we
already?
listened to one whole song. Oh,
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. I like it. That was awesome. Oh, hell yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's fun. The Henry,
I love
I've
that.
always,
I love that costume.
oh yeah, that's my Woodstock outfit. And what's fun, if you look in the background, you look in the background, you know, when I'm playing, and you look at the side of the stage, Lori Morvan's there, and Rick Fox is there, you know, and all these musicians are sitting on the side of the stage, you know, just watching, and you see him. Next thing you know, you see him doing the, you know, they're bobbing their heads to the music and stuff. You know, it's. Yeah.
Oh, all right. So before we go, where can people find you? Like social media, like your YouTube, you know, if you're on Spotify and that kind of wonderful stuff.
Well, I on Amazon, there's the Blue Pot of Monkey stuff is on Amazon now, and you can go like YouTube. You can go, or like my granddaughter says, Google it, Papa. You know, you can Google it or YouTube it, and there's live clips from different bands I've played in. There's a Skull Tone one live when we played with LA Guns. There's
wow. LA Guns.
Yeah, and it's just the ending of the show. I'm doing a guitar solo to end one of the songs there. You know, there's all kinds of just different videos. But like I said, you can go through YouTube, Amazon will have that and stuff. So
if you type in his name and you come to a Hispanic rapper, it's not him. It is not him. Back away, and go a different route.
Yeah, and if you get to the Carlos Arroyo basketball player, I did play in junior high school, and in college basketball, but that's not me.
At least put in guitar or something. So
yeah, exactly. That's not me either. You know, that's not me either. But yeah, I never saw the other Carlos Arroyo, the Hispanic salsa musician. It's like, oh
God, no, another one. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. That's why a lot of my friends call me Guitarlos. In fact, at least we know who you are. You know, all of my media, everyone just say, "Hey, Guitarlos, how you doing?" You know.
All right. What's your handle on Facebook?
I've got Carlos Arroyo.
Yeah.
You can go to Carlos Fernando Arroyo.
I think that's right. Got you.
And then you can go to Carlos Arroyo Musician.
Okay. Nice.
You can go to Barracuda.
Oh yes.
And Barracuda's on there. My Hendrix one was they took it down saying it was offensive. I go, what do you mean it's offensive? It was these videos. It was and they tried to do the same thing with Heart, and I wrote back to them and goes, excuse me, I know Ann Wilson and the band and the management. He goes, we're okay to play their music, you know. So it's like, oh, we're sorry, we're so sorry, you know, and stuff. I wish I would have put, you know, Eddie Kramer or Bill Cox on there, say, hey, I know these guys, you know, and stuff.
I've had to do that when I interview certain people, like celebrities and things like that. I've had to like write into them and be like, hey, if you didn't notice, the person's music I was playing, they were the ones I was interviewing.
Yeah.
So I think I have permission if the band Orgy tells me, if Jay Gordon, the lead singer and founder of Orgy, I'm interviewing him and he tells me, play my music, I'm going to play their music. And
Exactly.
I better
Well, I
not
think
get
it's
a
an
ding.
algorithm. I think it's an algorithm. A lot of the
Well, yeah, I mean, it's going to get automatically, because certain things they were with certain labels and it's going to get flagged, you know what I mean? But as soon as I write in and say what's up, you just gotta like tell them what's going on. That's all.
Yeah, I wish I would have done that with my Stone Free, because that was a great page and I had a lot of footage on there. But you can go
sometimes it's a pain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they just ding you for the dumbest stuff sometimes. I think it's all stupid.
Yeah, you can go to Reverb Nation also. On Reverb Nation.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, you can go on there and see the Stone Free.
Nice.
Yes, and you can see, and Echoes of the Soul is also.
Oh, okay.
You can see that on Reverb Nation. Yeah, that's on there also.
Now, some plugs. Okay, so do you have any music coming out soon, or are you playing any shows soon?
No, right now I have some probably in October and in January, but I'm just writing new music and then just working on playing here, because Nashville is a different scene than the rest of the country.
Oh, well, very much so. Yeah, it's more.
Everyone in Nashville here plays for free. They play for free.
Really?
They play for tips. It's $20 a song, and that's how they make their money. They don't get paid to do that. So for me, it's like. I go, that's going 60 years back, having to learn a million songs. So I'm thinking about doing some acoustic solo shows, because I've been doing a lot of acoustic solo shows.
Yeah.
Lately. So I'll probably start doing that here until I can meet musicians to put together my Carlos Arroyo and the Blues Groove All Stars. I'll probably put another Stone Free band together here, down here, so we could do some tribute shows down here.
You're so well known in the music industry at this point, like especially with all the old school, bands that have been around. You know what I mean? Like you they all know you now. And then then you meet this other band, and then this other band, and then this other band, and then you just keep making and forming connections, and that's a great thing that you really have learned how to hone the craft of networking, which is great, because it's a really good skill to have. I'm a networker, a massive networker. I'm always coupling people together. Like, oh, you need a drummer. I got this friend who needs a band who's a drummer. Oh, here you go. I put stuff together like that all the time. But that's what you got to do in this industry, is be able to do that. Oh, my daughter Samantha Bailey says, hello, mommy. I love you. I love you too, my wonderful daughter. At least somebody's watching the damn show. Anywho, shout out to my daughter in Maine.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
All right. Well, we thank you everybody for watching Wicked Entertaining tonight. We appreciate every one of you. I want to sincerely thank you to Carlos Arroyo for being on the show tonight, taking time out of his busy schedule to spend some time with us, reminiscing about his incredible experiences in the music industry over his, vast experience. Like, I mean, you've been in the industry for quite a while now, so.
So since I was 14, I've been.
That's what I'm saying. So you've played with some of the most incredible people on this planet, and have met some of the most incredible people on this planet.
Yeah.
And I only wish to even have half the amazing experiences in this life as you have. And I will feel blessed even for that. Little bit of crumbs, you know what I mean? Well, and maybe someday when I like to travel, maybe someday I'll be in Nashville and I'll be like, hey, what's up, Carlo?
Definitely. Hey, and a special thanks to Christina.
Yes, thank you so much
for putting us together.
Yes. She's and again another networker. We love Christina Avila
Yeah.
PR, go check it. If you need PR for your band, for any of that music stuff, hit up Christina Avila, PR, Artists and Promotions, and she has her own page. Not hard to find. You can also find her as a Crazy Cuban 73, I think it is.
Yeah,
Crazy Cuban 73 on Instagram. Go check her out. So if you need PR and you are in the music industry, go hit up Christina Avila. She is amazing. She brings people like me and people like Carlos together.
Yeah, she's a trip too. I mean, some of the stuff that her and I've gotten together, and I shake my head going, I can't believe she did that. I just can't believe
I can't wait to go down to Connecticut at some point so I can hang out with her. So
yeah, definitely. We'll have to go. I think we should make it. Put it on our calendar.
We should make it a trip, and we should all get together and have a blast. I think that would be wonderful. I mean, I think that's got to happen now. So
yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Carlos. Go check out the music, everybody. Go, everybody have a great night. Safe everything to everybody. And thank you again, Carlos, for being on the show.
Thank you, Jennifer, for having me.
You've been watching Wicked Entertaining right here on Get Real Global TV, Get Real Global Radio, KGRL, Rock Rage Radio, Rock Rage Live, and be on the lookout because very soon, Amy Bowman, the sultry songstress, and the Metal Maven that's my name, the Metal Maven. We will be bringing Iron Empress Radio straight to you on Rock Rage Radio. We'll be on every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, where we will be playing music and interviewing some of the most iconic and amazing freaking metal and rock bands from around the world. We'll be showcasing them. These are bands that have all submitted music for play on Rock Rage Radio. We will be featuring them. So stay tuned. It's going to be an incredible experience. And we're going to start interviewing people and getting the word out about a lot of these people. Some of them are up and coming bands. You know what I mean? Like they trying to get a foothold and more, listenership, viewership. So let's all help to support them. And it's also going to be some big name people too we're working on. So get ready to listen to Rock Rage Radio. We're going to be on Iron Empress Radio. Get ready for it. All right. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.